Chris Sale's pitching career has endured more twists and turns than his famous unorthodox delivery. Hit the intro.
As he looks for strikeout 1-2. He's got it. Season high, 12 strikeouts. And Chris Sale adds to his Cy Young resume in 2024.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
He's currently enjoying one of the greatest comebacks in MLB history, but his lifestyle may surprise you. So let's quickly start things off with his background and his insane early career. Christopher Allen Sale was born on March 30th, 1989 in Lakeland, Florida. He attended Lakeland Senior High School, where he played basketball and baseball. After his senior year, Sale was drafted in the 21st round of the 2007 MLB draft by the Colorado Rockies, but he chose not to sign and instead attended Florida Gulf Coast University. During the summer, he spent time in the Northwoods League, which is where he developed his now distinctive low three-quarter arm angle. He also pitched in the Cape Cod League, where he was named the MVP of the league's All-Star Game at Fenway Park. During the 2010 season at FGCU, Sale posted an 11-0 win-loss record and a 2.01 ERA over 17 games. He led the entire NCAA in strikeouts at the end of the regular season and was subsequently named the College Baseball Player of the Year. 4 days later, Sale was drafted by the White Sox with the 13th overall selection of the 2010 MLB Draft.
The Chicago White Sox select Chris Sale.
His one-year contract was worth $400,000. Sale was assigned to the White Sox Class A affiliate, Winston-Salem Dash. After just 4 starts, he was promoted to the White Sox AAA affiliate, the Charlotte Knights. Sale pitched in 7 games and was quickly promoted to the major leagues. Let's briefly go over his professional career. He made his MLB debut in August of 2010 against the Orioles in the 8th inning. He was pulled after facing just 2 batters.
2 on, nobody out, and here comes Wigington. It's going to be it for Chris Sale.
He recorded his first MLB save on September 1st against Cleveland.
He gone, and this ball game is over.
What a job by Chris Sale. Save number 1 in the career of Sale.
In 2011, he once again worked out of the bullpen. Sale made the transition to a starting pitcher for the 2012 season.
Chris Sale making his very first start against the Indians and his first major league start.
In May, Sale struck out a career-high 15 batters against the Tampa Bay Rays.
It's great.
He gone, 15 strikeouts, but a big one right there.
Sale was then chosen by Ron Washington to pitch in his first All-Star game.
Hi, I'm Chris Sale, and I'm thrilled to be going to my first All-Star game.
He started the 2013 season with a 1-hit shutout after Mike Trout broke up his no-hit bid.
Up the middle and through, a base hit. The first Angel to reach base tonight against Chris Sale, and you can hear the crowd appreciating his effort tonight.
Sale was named an All-Star for the 2nd season in a row. His 11-14 record was mostly due to him receiving one of the lowest run supports in the AL. He started out the following game on the disabled list. During his first start off the DL, Sale retired the first 17 Yankee batters in a row. After not initially making the All-Star roster, Sale was voted into the game by the fans. For the 2nd year in a row, Sale started the season on the disabled list. During an April game against the Royals, something weird would happen. Sale was warned by home plate umpire Sam Holbrook after this. Later in the game, this happened.
Back to Ventura, who says something to Eaton before throwing over to first. And here we go. The last half inning came to an end. The Royals and White Sox were screaming at each other.
Sale was one of 5 players to be ejected for his role in the brawl, and he was later suspended for 5 games. That summer, Sale struck out 12 batters, tying a record with 8 consecutive starts of 10 or more strikeouts. He set the franchise record for number of strikeouts in a season with 270. Sale began the 2016 season by winning each of his first 9 starts. He was named the starting pitcher for the All-Star game. Sale was then at the center of one of the strangest days in MLB history, but we'll dive into that in just a minute. He went on to lead the majors with 6 complete games. That offseason, the White Sox traded Sale to the Boston Red Sox. Sale began the season by striking out 10 or more batters in 8 consecutive starts. He was named the AL starting pitcher at the All-Star Game for the 2nd consecutive season. That August, Sale recorded his 1,500th strikeout, becoming the fastest to ever do so.
And he got him, and there it is. 1,500 career strikeouts, faster than anybody in history for Chris Sale.
He recorded 300 strikeouts in the season, the first AL pitcher to do so since Pedro Martinez in 1999. In his first postseason appearance, Sale pitched in Game 1 of the ALDS against the Astros, taking the loss. He took the loss again in Game 4 as the Astros eliminated the Red Sox. Sale was the opening day starting pitcher for the 2018 Red Sox. He had a strong first half and was the starting pitcher at the All-Star Game for the 3rd consecutive year, though injuries would sideline him for most of the remaining regular season. Sale made 3 appearances in the postseason as the Red Sox advanced to the World Series. Sale started Game 1 in what ultimately led to a no decision. During Game 4, with the Red Sox trailing by 4 runs, Sale did this.
Chris Sale pumping up his teammates.
Brock Holt had this to say.
I said, who's yelling up there? He's like, Sale. I'm like, oh my God, he's mad. He was mad at us, so we didn't want to see him mad anymore. So he decided to start swinging the bats a little bit.
The speech proved to be motivating as the Sox completed the comeback. And in Game 5, this happened.
2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
In 15 1/3 postseason innings, Sale allowed 7 earned runs while striking out 24 batters. Sale had a challenging season in 2019, marked by inconsistency and injuries, though there were some upsides. In May, Sale threw an immaculate inning for the first time in his career.
He did it. Yes. An immaculate inning from Chris Sale.
6 days later, Sale struck out 17 batters, a new career high.
He got him. Number 17 for Chris Sale.
He pitched his 2nd immaculate inning in June.
0-2. He struck him out. He's done that twice this season.
And in August, he became the fastest pitcher to reach 2,000 career strikeouts.
Has reached 2,000 strikeouts in the fewest innings in Major League history.
Sale underwent Tommy John surgery, thereby ending his 2020 season. In 2021, he worked his way up the minor league ranks for rehab assignments. He was added to Boston's active roster that August and subsequently threw his 3rd immaculate inning.
And he got him. An immaculate inning.
He was placed on the injured list for 2022. Sale pitched for the Portland Sea Dogs in a rehab assignment, but it didn't go so well. In his 2nd start for Boston, coming off the IL, this happened.
2nd, 2 out.
And that hits Sale, and it goes into right field.
3 weeks later, Sale broke his right wrist while riding his bicycle to lunch, ending his season. Sale began the 2023 season in Boston's rotation, but was placed on the IL in June with shoulder inflammation. On December 30th, 2023, the Red Sox traded Sale and cash considerations to the Atlanta Braves. In a 2024 resurgence with the Braves, Sale is 18-3 with a .238 ERA and 225 strikeouts, leading the National League in all 3 Triple Crown pitching categories. This included a dominant performance against his former team. Sale is the clear Cy Young favorite. Let's take a look at his recent contracts. In 2013, Sale and the White Sox agreed on a 5-year, $32 million contract with 2 option years depending on the team. And that's nothing compared to his next contract. In 2019, Sale signed a 5-year, $145 million contract extension with the Red Sox. A few days after being traded to Atlanta, Sale signed a 2-year, $38 million contract extension with the Braves with an $18 million club option for the 2026 season. Peeking now into his personal life and his controversies. Chris Sale met his wife Brianne at FGCU. They have been married since 2011. Together, they have 3 sons, and they usually attend all of his outings. During the offseason, they live together in Naples, Florida. We should also note, Sale refuses to shake off pitches. In fact, he has never shaken off his battery mate in his entire career. As far as controversies go, there's a few. In July of 2016, prior to a game against the Detroit Tigers, the White Sox were set to wear throwback uniforms. Sale was not pleased about the idea, as he felt the pullover jerseys were too baggy and interfered with his pitching mechanics. This prompted him to use scissors to tear up the throwback uniforms that had been laid out in the clubhouse while the rest of the team was on the field for practice. Shortly after, the White Sox sent Sale home and scratched him from his start that day, and the White Sox took the field in their 1982-1986 throwbacks instead. The next day, the White Sox suspended Sale for 5 games. He later expressed regret for his actions. He faced another controversy in 2020. In an article in the New York Times, "Was that pitcher's surgery truly essential?" columnist Tyler Kepner discussed the Tommy John surgery of both Sale and Noah Syndergaard in a time when medical procedures were restricted to essential services only. Sale had his surgery performed at the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles by the famous Dr. Andrews. Andrews previously suspended all non-emergency medical surgery in compliance with the federal pandemic policy. Now at this point, you must be getting excited about his career earnings. Sale is on the verge of a Cy Young season, so we are sure he will sign another hefty contract, and in doing so, his net worth will surely rise. Having said that, his total career earnings to date are $153,695,000. Thanks for watching.